Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And in the past, I did keto under 20 to lose my weight, and now I'm in maintenance. But I'm here to support and encourage you and give you motivation to keep doing what you're doing if it's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So, anyway, yes, I've been on maintenance for about, I don't know, 6 years or something like that. I was able to drop the weight, and now I practice a keto diet with dabbles in the other world at times because of the maintenance. But my core 90-95% every single day is, of course, keto. It saved me, it brought me back, it helps me mentally, it helps me physically, it helps me sleep. I'm 71 and I just keep going with what I'm doing and it just works. I think the key for me is the clean intermittent fasting part. My body gets a wonderful, wonderful break. And sorry, I got a thing over here. It gets a wonderful break every day for about 23 hours while I give my stomach a chance to digest everything. I feast for about an hour, one time a day, like between 3 and 4. We have our great big meal, and I post what I eat so you can see it. It's usually a big salad and some sort of protein. Sometimes it's on the salad, in the salad, and most times it's next to the salad. So that's how I work my program. I love ghee. I love Kerrygold butter. I love my avocado oil, my spray ghee, my spray avocado oil, my spray coconut oil. I love my Pete and Jerry's jumbo eggs, but we've got an egg issue that's going to be happening in January, so I'm not sure how that's all going to work out. Massachusetts passed this law that chickens have to have 1.5 feet of space each instead of the 1 foot that every other state does. So who knows? It could be a dozen Pete and Jerry jumbo eggs cost $10 or maybe $1 a piece, $12 pretty soon. But that won't deter me because I love my eggs and I love the value of what the yolk brings us. And so people ask me all the time. No, they don't all the time. But who do I listen to? Well, I listen to Melanie Avalon like the Toyota. I listen to Gin Stevens, and those two have a joint podcast that they do, as well as individual ones. You probably won't find them on YouTube. Neither one of them likes to do the visual part. They like just the the iTunes podcasts where you listen to them. And they both say it's because they're so busy with their notes and pulling everything together to answer questions or deal with what they have planned for the show because they have a very detailed deal about what they put into their show. It's a great show. It's usually a little over an hour. So they are totally, totally key and instrumental to my clean intermittent fasting, which I think is every older woman's metabolism's best kept secret. If you've done everything else, but you're still having flavored soda waters, flavored coffees, maybe a skosh of something, something in your coffee, I'm telling you, just black, plain water, mineral, bubbly or not, still or bubbly, um, and the black coffee, not flavored, day in, day out, has been what has worked for me. We're all different. We're all different. And many of you have had great success without what I'm saying here. So, to me, and keep doing what you're doing. Just share it below so other people can see. No, the cream doesn't hurt me. No, the artificial sweeteners don't hurt me. If you are a success and you've lost and you're in maintenance, please, contribute to what works for you and what doesn't. That's what works for me. And then planning my meal. I don't have a wide window. I just have my meal. And I eat everything that I'm going to eat as that meal. It's abundant. It is, I feel full when I'm done. I know that it's lasting me the next 23, 24 hours to get to 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day for my OMAD. And so that's how I do it. I know the salad helps. I love my avocado slash Bragg's combo salad dressing that I use. I like my vegetables. I don't like it to look like a soup when I'm done, like with the leftover broth, but I do like all my veggies moistened. Today I'm having a large one with shredded carrots and the shredded coleslaw from Whole Foods. I'm having some chickpeas. I'm having some steamed broccoli. I'm having some baby butter lettuce from Olivia's. I'm having some organic baby lettuces from BJ's. I'm having some snipped scallions in it to just give it that little extra onion zest. And I can't wait. It's something I look forward to. Sometimes I put on craisins, sometimes I put on almonds, but probably not today. The chickpeas are fun. And if I had any peas from Whole Foods, because they used to have peas year round, but they haven't lately, I would put some very lightly steamed peas on it. I love crunchy, fresh peas that have just been very lightly, maybe blanched is the right word. So it all works for me. So it's Melanie Avalon and it's Jen Stevens. Those are the clean, intermittent fasting gals that have really pulled me and kept me right where I am. I attribute most of my maintenance, especially in the last year plus, many months of listening to them. They keep me solid. And the other place that I go to is Dr. Brett Sher on Diet Doctor. And he's the bomb. I love him. He is so great. His interviews are so great. He just steps out of the spotlight. You know how some interviewers can be, me. Why don't you tell me what you think about me? No, he's not that way at all. He is just so good at what he does. And he had on Dr. Kevin Gendreau, Gendreau, recently. And he's from Massachusetts. He has an obesity clinic in Massachusetts. And the interview with him was just so great. So now I'm finding him in other places. He also has a book out. But he combines a lot of the emotional part of our eating with the physical, what are you having and what worked for him. I think he lost 128 pounds a few years ago. He's kept it off. He was a regular practitioner, and then he found his niche, which is definitely obesity. And so there's an interview on Diet Doctor with Dr. Kevin Gendreau, a woman named, I think it's Lisa Turlow, who has a book coming out, and Dr. Stephen Finney, and the three of them were interviewed by Dr. Brett Sher. So look it up, Diet Doctor, and just go in and you'll see it's a powerhouse of intermittent fasters, all giving what they give. And I can't wait. Lisa knows her stuff, knows the body clock. It really works. It's a two-part interview. The first one is Sandra Panda, I think, with Dr. Brett Sher, and it's about circadian rhythm and the intermittent fasting, which I think is what brought me to eating at 3. It just coincides with the work that Greg and I both do early in the morning, and then we're done early in the afternoon. But finding the rhythm, same thing for sleeping and how important it is to have that consistency. I know that some sage people that do a lot of exercise, I don't, I just use my in-store shopping job as my exercise. They say, do what works for you and that you can do on a regular basis. That's the important thing. It's not what you do, it's that you're consistent day in and day out. And I think it's the same with our sleep hygiene as well as our food and how clean we eat and how we do our day, right? I think those things are so important. I can't put percentages on them of what would work for you, but I know what works for me definitely is 1 meal a day, the clean intermittent fasting, no artificial sweeteners, no flavors, no 100% real flavors, no artificial flavors, black coffee, strong Sumatra French roast type coffee, Italian, that type of coffee, espresso strength, no flavors. You know, all those Starbucks that we're calling, all the mochas and all the eggnogs and all the flavored things, they're all chemical garbage anyway. So that could also affect you. Even if something has 0 calories, doesn't mean that it's an innocent in what can keep you with the weight staying on and not being released, right? So, anyway, that's what I do. So it's the Diet Doctor, Melanie Avalon, Jen Stevens, and Dr. Kevin Gendreau. He's my new favorite. I can't read anymore. My eyes are just too. They just can't. They're not sharp enough. But I find interviews with him. He's so helpful because he gets the food addict part, and because he's done it, been there, done that, and lost over 100 pounds, and he gets that. And he's also a doctor. He's a doctor. So those are the people that I go to and I listen to, and I just, it's like the Diet Doctor is like plucking the best low hanging fruit. And I don't even eat fruit, but it just came to my mind. So I hope this helps. These are just people that are in my toolkit, and I hope that you have a safe food week coming up. I'm this is a bonus video because I just wanted you all to have, what I do so you can maybe boost your boost your metabolism, yes, but your motivation and your wanting to stay as good as you can for as long as you can. And if you do step off your track of what works for you, that you can hop back on. I'm not about deprivation anymore. I used to be, but I don't think that that's something in this crazy, stressed out world of what we are going through. I don't think we need one more, rule, protocol slapped on us. We do the best we can. We do what we know works for us. We don't wish and hope that we could only do that again, right? We do it. If tracking works for you, do it. If having a food coach, I'm an accountability coach. That's how I do it. You can always personally email. My email's below. You can see how I do it with people. I'm not a professional in the keto scientific doctor world, but I do know my addiction and I do know what works for me. And I'm always willing to help you along too with where your wonky points are. So places are. And so anyway, yeah, you can find me below and ask me about that. I do that. And yeah, that's about it. So have a great humped day. It's Wednesday. I'm just giving you this as a little bonus because I need it as much as you need it. And thank you so much for being here. I couldn't do this without you. We older metabolisms, postmenopausal women and older men, we need the oomph. And if any of this gave you an oomph, I'm happy. Tell me what you watch below and what works for you. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye for now.